In the busy streets of Brooklyn during tough times, a young guy named Kevin Joseph Aloysius Connors had a story that mixed hard work, talent, and fate into a fascinating tale. Born in 1921 to an Irish family with not a lot, Connors faced the challenges of the Great Depression with strong determination. Known as Chuck Connors later on, he didn't start in Hollywood but on the sports fields, playing baseball and basketball. His sports skills got him a scholarship to a prep school and later got him noticed at Seton Hall University. There he wowed everyone, and they started calling him Chuck. Viewers, please subscribe to my channel to make my day. As his life story continued, a new chapter began when the Brooklyn Dodgers signed him in 1940. This kicked off a 10-year journey through the minor leagues full of challenges. But like a hero in a story, Chuck kept going. In 1949, things fell into place, and Chuck got to live his childhood dream, playing in the major leagues with the Dodgers. However, the big league life was short-lived. Despite a brief stint, destiny had other ideas. Chuck found himself back in the minor leagues, facing the twists and turns of his chosen path. The story of Chuck Connors, later famous as the Rifleman, isn't just about baseball, it's a story with layers. As we explore interesting facts about Chuck Connors, we discover a journey that goes beyond sports, reaching into the exciting world of Hollywood fame. Disappointment loomed large when Chuck Connors didn't find the success he craved in baseball. In 1951, he joined the minor league club of the Los Angeles Angels, and it was here on the baseball field that his life took a new turn. A keen-eyed casting director noticed him, earning him the title of the Laurence Olivier of the Diamond. This recognition opened doors to Hollywood, leading him from the baseball field to the silver screen. In 1952, Connors secured a role in the film Pat and Mike, sharing the spotlight with Hollywood legends Spencer Tracy and Katharine Hepburn. This breakthrough marked the beginning of more acting opportunities, building his reputation in the entertainment industry. Notable performances, such as in the 1957 film Old Yeller, showcased his versatility as an actor. Chuck Connors' journey from baseball to Hollywood showcased his resilience and adaptability. The transformation from a celebrated athlete to a talented actor was fueled by his determination. This video promises to unveil more about Chuck Connors' life, delving into the challenges he faced and the secrets he kept. Viewers are encouraged to watch until the end to discover the fascinating details of Chuck Connors' life. At the height of fame and success, Chuck Connors found himself in the spotlight. His role as Lucas McCain in The Rifleman made a significant impact, turning the show into an instant sensation when it premiered on ABC in 1958. Standing tall at 6'5", with rugged good looks, Connors was a perfect fit for the Western genre. To embody Lucas McCain, he dedicated himself to mastering frontier skills like horseback riding, shooting, and stunt work. This commitment not only showcased his work ethic, but also solidified his authenticity in portraying the iconic character. The Rifleman displayed Connors' acting prowess and stood out in the Western genre, which was believed to be oversaturated on television. Despite warnings against taking on another Western, Connors embraced the role of Lucas McCain, and it paid off. The show distinguished itself with high production values and compelling storytelling. Each episode unfolded with Lucas McCain using his customized Winchester rifle to protect his son and confront threats in the rugged New Mexico territory of the 1880s. Beyond action, the show portrayed the tender relationship between the Weddell rancher and his son, Mark, adding depth to its appeal. Amidst the weekly trials and conflicts of the Rifleman, the emotional anchor that touched audiences was the bond between Lucas and Mark. The success of the show rested heavily on Chuck Connors' strong presence and the remarkable chemistry he shared with his young co-star, Johnny Crawford, who portrayed Mark McCain. Beyond the camera's gaze, Chuck Connors went the extra mile to build a genuine paternal bond with Johnny Crawford. Recognizing Crawford's talent, he treated him not just as a colleague, but as part of his extended family. Camping trips became a shared activity, weaving experiences that deepened their off-screen connection. The impact of this off-screen camaraderie surfaced during Chuck Connors' memorial service in 1992. Johnny Crawford, visibly moved and tearful, delivered a touching eulogy, sharing heartfelt memories of his on-screen father. According to Crawford, Connors was more than a co-star. He was a close, real-life friend and mentor. The Rifleman secured its place in television history with 168 episodes during its impressive 5-season run. At its core was Chuck Connors, taking immense pride in portraying Lucas McCain, a morally upright hero facing the challenges of raising his son in the rugged New Mexico territory of the 1880s. Connors' dedication, performing stunts, and mastering McCain's signature weapon added authenticity and contributed to the show's success. As The Rifleman concluded in 1963, Chuck Connors not only gained fame, but also left an indelible mark on television. His multifaceted talents, commitment to authenticity, and genuine connections with co-stars, particularly Johnny Crawford, defined his legacy. Chuck Connors became synonymous with Lucas McCain, facing the challenge of avoiding typecasting after the series. Despite the struggle, the impact of the role on Connors' career was undeniable. In the late 1950s and early 1960s, The Rifleman propelled him to stardom. His portrayal of Lucas McCain, a strong father and unwavering hero, resonated with audiences, shaping Connors' public image for the remainder of his career. While The Rifleman showcased Connors' acting versatility and left a lasting mark in television's golden era, behind the scenes, his personal life was marked by a complex web of infidelities that sharply contrasted with the wholesome image he projected on television. In 1948, Chuck Connors entered into matrimony with Elizabeth Riddell, a woman he had encountered during his stint in minor league baseball in Canada. Over the following 13 years, their family expanded with the arrival of 4 sons. Despite outward appearances of domestic bliss, Connors' personal life harbored a series of extramarital affairs and purported illegitimate children, casting a shadow over the idealized family man he depicted on screen. Connors' behavior, which included philandering even while wearing a wedding ring, became infamous in Hollywood. Leveraging his fame and physical presence, he charmed female co-stars and fans alike. Elizabeth Riddell, aware of his infidelities, found herself powerless to deter his actions. The strain caused by Connors' unfaithfulness took its toll, resulting in their divorce in 1962. Merely a year later, Connors entered into a second marriage, this time with Kamala Devi, an Indian actress. However, their union proved tumultuous, enduring less than a decade. Rumors of domestic abuse and Connors' persistent infidelity surrounded their relationship, painting a picture of a marriage riddled with challenges. Colleagues described Connors' personality as complex, alternating between generosity and cruelty based on his mood. This duality added layers of intricacy to his personal life, complicating the public's perception of him. In the 1970s, now in his 50s, Chuck Connors continued to navigate the intricacies of his personal life, engaging in relationships with significantly younger women. Reports suggested that he used his TV star status gained from The Rifleman to attract actresses and models in their 20s. His romantic entanglements during this period were marked by a noticeable age gap, drawing attention in Hollywood and beyond. In 1977, Connors tied the knot with Faith Coitius, a former Playboy bunny less than half his age. However, this marriage was short-lived, lasting only 3 years. The swift dissolution reflected Connors' seemingly casual approach to relationships and commitment during this phase of his life. Throughout these liaisons, Connors conducted his affairs with little discretion, seemingly indifferent to potential consequences. Friends noted his belief that he was untouchable, acting as though normal rules of conduct didn't apply to him. This cavalier attitude stood in stark contrast to the morally upright and family-oriented character he portrayed on television. Despite Connors' undeniable magnetism, his serial infidelity left a trail of damage. Some of his children spoke out about feeling neglected by an absent father, shedding light on the personal toll of his actions. The stark dichotomy between his public image and private behavior added complexity to Connors' persona, raising questions about the true nature of the man behind the TV hero. Significantly, Connors never publicly admitted to his philandering, maintaining a carefully constructed image even in the face of mounting evidence. The full extent of his life as a womanizer only emerged after his death, providing a nuanced perspective on the complexities of fame, personal relationships, and the enduring impact of characters. In the realm of television, we often witness the lives of actors who breathe life into iconic characters. Amidst the politically charged atmosphere of liberal Hollywood, Chuck Connors emerged as a vocal conservative, fearlessly advocating for Republican figures such as Richard Nixon and Ronald Reagan. Despite his association with Westerns, Connors struck an unexpected friendship with an unlikely ally, Soviet leader Leonid Brezhnev. Their bond, rooted in Brezhnev's deep admiration for the Rifleman and Westerns in general, exemplified the transcendent power of entertainment, even spanning ideological divides. In a significant trip to Russia in 1973, Connors transcended diplomatic norms, presenting Brezhnev with two custom-made Colt revolvers. This symbolic gesture, illustrating the enduring influence of American culture, underscored the personal connection between the actor and the Soviet leader. Some reports even suggest that Connors played a role in facilitating behind-the-scenes talks between Brezhnev and Nixon, acting as a bridge between Cold War adversaries. Despite fostering a friendship that crossed the Iron Curtain, Connors proudly aligned himself with conservative values. His political activism extended beyond Hollywood, notably endorsing Senator Barry Goldwater's 1964 presidential campaign. Unafraid to express his convictions, Connors actively participated in marches supporting the Vietnam War, reflecting his stance on patriotic duty. Later, Chuck Connors became an ardent supporter of Ronald Reagan, both during Reagan's successful run for California governor and in his presidential victories. Connors seamlessly blended his acting career with political activism, demonstrating a fervent dedication to his conservative ideals. Those acquainted with him spoke of Connors' intense patriotism, highlighting the absence of any perceived conflict between his entertainment career and political engagement. Connors firmly believed that his portrayal of Lucas McCain, the heroic father figure advocating justice and family values on The Rifleman, aligned with his deeply held conservative principles. This conviction persisted despite the stark contrast between the wholesome image he embodied on screen and the complexities of his personal life. His commitment to the character went beyond acting. It became a platform through which he expressed and reinforced his conservative beliefs. In a Hollywood often associated with liberal politics and anti-war sentiment, Connors openly criticized prevailing ideologies that contradicted his own. Known for rejecting lucrative offers to participate in comedy sketches mocking Westerns and his cherished Rifleman character, Connors' principled stance, rooted in his commitment to conservative values, set him apart from many in the industry. Some reports even suggest that his outspoken views led to a period of blacklisting, highlighting the potential consequences of dissent in the Hollywood establishment. Chuck Connors, a figure of remarkable complexity, brought a traditional sensibility to his craft, coupled with a distinctive libertarian streak. His refusal to conform to Hollywood norms and steadfast support for what were considered unconventional political causes marked him as a trailblazer in the industry. In an era where conformity prevailed, Connors stood out as one of the few willing to challenge the establishment and advocate for causes aligned with his conservative convictions. Following the conclusion of The Rifleman, Connors faced the daunting task of finding a role as iconic and enduring as Lucas McCain. Through the 1970s and 80s, he engaged in a mix of film and television projects, aiming to establish a new identity beyond his breakthrough character. One of his post-Rifleman ventures was the TV series Branded, which aired from 1965 to 1966. Despite running for 2 seasons, Branded fell short of achieving the same level of popularity as Connors' earlier series, highlighting the challenges actors face in transcending roles that define their careers. In 1977, Connors took on a significant role in the groundbreaking miniseries Roots, earning an Emmy nomination for his portrayal of a cruel slave owner. Despite critical acclaim, he continued to grapple with escaping the enduring shadow cast by Lucas McCain. Venturing into dystopian sci-fi with films like Soylent Green, Connors earned acclaim but also underscored the ongoing challenge of transcending the iconic Western hero that defined his early career. In 1991, he revisited the role in a made-for-TV movie, The Gambler Returns, The Luck of the Draw, displaying deep nostalgia for the character that had shaped his career. This project held profound significance for Connors, as evidenced by his emotional connection during its production. Just a year after reprising his beloved character, he faced a formidable adversary in the form of a lung cancer diagnosis in 1992. This devastating blow, compounded by a lifelong smoking habit, led to his hospitalization for pneumonia, ultimately resulting in his passing at the age of 71. Despite the challenges of his later years, Connors' indelible mark on the entertainment world persisted. At his memorial service, Johnny Crawford, his former co-star from The Rifleman, delivered a heartfelt eulogy, remembering Connors not only as a colleague, but as a close friend. Crawford emphasized Connors' genuine goodness, acknowledging both his flaws and the positive qualities that defined him. While Connors' acting career slowed in his later years, his portrayal of Lucas McCain ensured a lasting cinematic legacy. In recognition of his contributions, he was awarded a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 1984, shortly before his health declined. Although he left the stage too soon, Chuck Connors remains an enduring icon of classic westerns and an unforgettable father figure, remembered for his impactful contribution to the golden era of television. His legacy endures through the characters he brought to life and the personal connections forged both on and off the screen.